Okay, this is going to be kind of difficult because I can't draw my lines as easy as I'd like. But if you look on the left, that's the Korean kid. It sounds like Seung you'll know. Seung you'll know is how you actually say it. But this is position 2, and that's where the shaft is parallel to the ground. And if you look on the right, you'll see Allyson. Look at her left forearm. See where it points out here in front of her toes? And if you look right here, this is where her club head is. I would say with 90% of the really good ball strikers, it's just the opposite of that at P2. And if you look at Seung's left arm at P2, usually it'll go somewhere between the toes and the heels. And then his club head, if you drew a circle right there, okay, the club head and the hands would line up. And you'll see guys on tour like Ryan Moore. His club head is way up here. Back in the day, a guy named Mark McCumber, his was outside. But you very seldom see the guys on tour where you see Allyson. Now, she can play from there, there's no doubt. But the feeling is like you're almost dragging your left hand across your thigh. All right, and the reason that's important is you watch as Allyson gets to the top of her swing on her way there. I'll try to scrub this thing back a little bit. Whoops. All right, see how underplaying her club is at this point right here? And then that's just going to cause her to be laid off. And then, I guess you kind of subconsciously are trying to fix it. And then it gets over the line at the top. And you can see her club head is pointing way to right field. Not a terrible thing, because she actually does a pretty good job. Let's just draw that right there. It's kind of a basic slot, if you will. And she does a good job of getting it down in the slot. And love that. I mean, that's good, man. She's probably got 55 degrees of hip rotation right there. Stays down on it. Love that. Love that. And then the shaft comes out pretty close to parallel. It's hard to see on these V1 deals because it's only 60 frames per second. But if you watch over here on the left, you'll see how Seung just sets the club perfectly. I can get him up there. There we go. And here's his top slot line about right there. He'll do a pretty good job of just dropping it right down in that slot. Okay. Pretty good stuff. So you just want to be, long story short, you want to be the opposite of where you are now at P2. See how that club's underplaying? Okay. You can't see it because of your black pants, but your hands should be in this area and the club head should be out in front. And again, one more time, we'll look at this guy. If I can get it to over there. And that's just the shaft plane, the original shaft plane. It's not the swing plane. So you can see right there, here's the club head, there's his hands, and you can see that left forearm goes right between his toes and his heels, a little bit closer to the toes for him. But that, that's something that you can fix in the winter time. It's not a big deal. But if you're going to do it, you want to do it now because you don't want to be fooling around with that stuff when you're trying to play. Nobody ever hit a golf ball with their backswing. But as good as your move is, that's probably the only thing that I would pick on you about. But great job. Looks good.